red light she beams all out through the night.
I'll tell you that one of the best compliments me and Merle got was from Merle's sister Nancy there.
It's home sweet home to me.
And Nancy was watching us one day. She come up to me and said, "Daddy, you and Merle look like a man, play like a man with four hands." Like whatever you played, Merle played, and whatever Merle played, you played. Manny Greenhill, Mitchell's dad, put me on the road in a solo tour. And when I got back home, Merle had started playing the guitar. He was 15 years old. There used to be a movie, and there was a theme in it. I think somebody was playing the guitar or some kind of an instrument. And Merle listened to that music on that movie, and when I got back home, he was playing that thing, and him 15 years old, just as smooth, never missing a note, fingerstyle. And he'd been watching some of the black blues players that did their music that way, and he'd learned how they do it. Lord Almighty, that was a pretty piece of music. And I said, "Son, where did you learn that?" He said, I went to a movie in Boone and seen it."
Blindness was something Doc lived with, but what his eyes couldn't see, his heart and soul could definitely feel.
I didn't find out what caused mine until 1960. Spoiled eye drops that was put in my eyes, and when I come into this world, and it was a mistake by an older midwife. My grandmother, she didn't have any idea about bacteria and things like that. She was too old. But she should have been warned by the doctors. Now you throw away what's left after 3 or 4 months of having these around, and then don't use them any longer, they go bad. But it was an accident, really. My grandmother wouldn't have done that on purpose. When she found out I was going to be blind, I was God's son, the way she treated me. She was good.
The love of Doc's life was his wife, Rosalie. One of his fondest memories was the day he met her.
Oh, well, this thrills my soul every time I think about it. She was just a child in age, but much more than a child in sense. I was walking by myself along the packed routes. I had gravel on the old road up Wildcat then. And I heard some little feet coming along on the grass on the shoulder. And she put that little hand in mine and said, "I'm going to walk with you today, just as gentle. Lord Almighty, my heart done a flip-flop." I thought, "No, wait a minute, honey. You can't be but just early teenage." She said, "Well, that don't matter. I love you."
As a young man, Doc Watson started playing music on the streets of Boone, North Carolina. More than 60 years later, on June 24, 2011, a bronze statue was erected there, paying tribute to one of the area's favorite sons.
And when they put that statue in Boone of me up there, I'm going to tell you right the truth, I thought, my God, what else are they going to do? I've just gone out there and used the talent to earn a living. And I said, if you don't do one thing I'll request on this statue, you put right above that little tiny Gallagher guitar that's in its lap, I'm just one of the people. And I said, if you don't put it on there, I'll come and tear the thing down. My guitar playing was a thing that I worked at hard, and I really did a bunch of it. People said, well, how do you come by loving and knowing music? I said, let me give you a little story here that's kind of like Johnny Mathis's 12th of Never song. When you're born, sometimes an angel that you don't feel lays that hand out and puts a handful of talents in that hand and said, now you use them. The good Lord sent you them by me, and I'll give them to you. The talent is given in our soul. That's where the music comes from. And nobody can tell me different. It's not just a physical thing. It comes right out of the real man, the soul, is where it comes from.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, boys. Thank you.
We had a group that Merle named Frosty Morn, and there was Bob Hill and Joe Smothers and Michael Coleman and me and Merle.
Doc was not supposed to be a member of Frosty Morn. We were rehearsing, and Doc says, I want to be a part of this. This is too much fun.
We made some good music. We got the show on the road and was well known in most places.
And the best part about that band was the camaraderie in whatever vehicle we were taking, and to hear Doc Watson playing some old mountain song that he never recorded. And like an idiot, I didn't have anything to record all that was going on there. And hopefully with this festival, since I think we're sort of the core of the Merle relationship of this festival, I think that camaraderie and the love of each other comes across.
I went into Nashville Memorial Hospital in 1960, and the presence of the good Lord was right there, and both the Heavenly Father and the Son was right over here to my right, just as clear as if it was been sitting over there talking to me. I am a pilgrim, Lord, I'm a stranger. I said, Lord, I know I've not been a Christian all these years. I've made too many willful mistakes. If I must die, forgive me of my sins, so I won't go to hell. That's what I said, laying right there out loud. When I go down to old chilly Jordan, and the tears of joy fell down to here. Every time I think of it, I can feel them again. when that happens to you, you know you've found your way to heaven. You're going to go. When you leave this world, you'll get there. Now, you know something I pray for? I said, Lord, this is not a question that I demand. I'd have better sense than demand things I'd ask for, like it should. But I'd like for you to let Merle, as a living soul, walk across that boundary and take me by the hand and say, come on, Dad, and I'll introduce you to the one that fixed our way to heaven. I want you to let him do that. I've prayed for that, and I hope it happens. With his tidal hand resting on my breast, I don't want none of that old screaming and crying.